Well, I guess Joe Budden is not returning to Everyday Struggle. I thought they were just promoting for the next season, but nah. Well, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Hit that bell and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to run ads on the channel, it's jordantowermedia at gmail.com. Now, Everyday Struggle, the show that is very similar to what MREC TV and what I were doing last year with Daily Hip Hop Live. We did it for about a year, and then Everyday Struggle came in, and then the CPMs dropped off on YouTube crazy, and MREC had to get back to his music grind. But yeah, anyways, I really did like Everyday Struggle. They mixed in a lot more elements. You know, they mixed in kind of like the ESPN, was it First Take or something? They mixed that in with some other stuff, and yeah, I liked how they did it. Complex has money, and they built a nice set. And I liked Academics versus Joe Budden's back and forth because it was two very extreme back and forth. And what's funny is that Charlamagne called it all. He said this show will only last 6 months, and I thought he was just hating. But he knows Joe Budden pretty well, I guess. Better than most other people.
Platform, but I just don't understand the dynamic between you and Joe. I almost feel like Joe could do his own thing and Academics could do his own thing. And I just don't see, the way it's going right now, I just don't see it lasting any more than 6 months because somebody gonna get fed up. Either Joe gonna get fed up because he tired of motherfuckers calling him industry and saying he's not an underground artist no more, or you gonna be like, why the fuck am I continuously coming here to do this shit when I got my own platform? That's interesting.
Now, it's interesting that Charlamagne even said that and it happened. I mean, I thought they were trolling, okay, because we first saw Who Kid, who it took Joe's place. In the meantime, we saw him tweet out that, chill out, everybody. I'm not replacing Joe Budden. He said he's on baby duties this week. I'm not taking his spot. But Joe Budden on his last show is See You Back in March because he's doing a show with Charlamagne. Okay, they already tweeted a picture out about it. But he said, Joe Budden responded, I'm not on paternity. They should stop using my 3-day-old child as an excuse to mask internal chaos. Peter Rosenberg tried to chime in and said, disappointed Joe Budden's leaving Everyday Struggle, striking gold with the show is not a small thing. Hopefully he finds it again. Joe Budden's going to find it again. Joe Budden does have a good podcast. And I like it. I think Joe Budden is pretty entertaining when it comes to this kind of stuff and giving his perspective on the industry. And people will continue to rock with Academics because he has his own audience. But I don't see Academics staying there. I think he's going to go somewhere else. He offers something different to the newer crowd, I'd say. He finds he really is good at the newer kids, for sure. And I fuck with the newer kids, but he has a deeper understanding of it. Then there's somebody out there saying Joe Budden wanted $5 million to re-sign with Complex. I know he didn't want $5 million because the show, I know how YouTube money works, and it wasn't bringing in enough money to even pay anybody $5 million. But then Billboard confirmed with Complex that Joe Budden is left. He did not renew his contract. Since Santana said some people were saying they were going to unscribe if Joe Budden's not there, she said so unscribe. And then Complex not being able to afford Joey is a great thing. He doesn't have to leave us early in the mornings, and he has an even bigger bag coming. He probably does because they got pretty popular. She also said, Joe Budden said, my contract is up, waiting to see what plays out. Then he said, I created that show. I'll create another show if need be, and another. I don't know if he created that show. I think some guy named Noah did, but Joe Budden definitely... the show wouldn't have been the same without Joe Budden. I can give it that for sure. Without Joe Budden and Academics, they were good together. Be honest. Then he said they didn't give me a proper goodbye either. Injustice, because they say I didn't realize Joe Budden left Everyday Struggle. They didn't give him a goodbye. That's funny. But it's crazy that Charlamagne called this all. We'll have to see how this all develops and see what Joe Budden's next move is and Academics' next move. I'm sorry. Can't speak tonight. Anyways, hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and I'll check you on the next video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to run ads on the channel, you know what to do. email jordantowermedia@gmail.com, and I'll check you on the next one. Peace.